Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. I'm Carla Elizondo. Happy Friday from Madrid. Happy Friday from Madrid. She's in Madrid. Yes, she is. We are going to, I'm going to read something fun just for the weekend. And I encourage you to copy this out. You can look it up on the internet. We're going to read today the Optimists Manifesto. It is by Christian D. Larson. He was an American author and kind of the early seedlings of personal development author. And he wrote this Optimist Manifesto, and it's called I Promise Myself. You can look it up online. Christian D. Larson, I Promise Myself. It is a manifesto to print out and hang on the wall in your bathroom to read it daily. I love it, and I'm going to share it with you. I hope you love it as well. If you want a copy, I will email it to you, send it to you, text it, messenger in any way if you can't find it online. But we're just going to dive in, and I'm going to read it to you, and I hope you enjoy it, because I sure do. All right. I promise myself to be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet, to make all my friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make my optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful expression at all times and give a smile to every living creature I meet, to give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble, to think well of myself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but in great deeds, to live in the faith that the whole world is on my side, so long as I am true to the best that is in me. Didn't you just love that? I promise myself, and then going into these amazing thoughts, manifestations to really reprogram ourselves. Because what are we saying about ourselves subconsciously? Because remember, we're always assuming every second of the day, just like we're breathing, just like our bodies our blood is churning. Our subconscious mind, that lower part that we talk about in our heart of hearts, what's in your psyche? What's in your subconscious mind? Because remember, that's what dictates the results you see in your life. That's what dictates what's happening around you. Not the thoughts that you're aware of, like, I know what to do, I'm strong, I'm disciplined. But what does your life say? Results don't lie. That was a harsh truth that I had to learn. Woof. I learn it every day. We never stop learning. We never arrive. So don't feel like you have to come to some sort of conclusion or figure it all out. We figure it out step by step every day. And first of all, it takes a relief off, like, okay, great. I don't have to have it figured out. And with that realization, we drop defense. We no longer have to defend ourselves or feel like we have to protect ourselves or argue our point or prove to other people. In A Course in Miracles, there's a great line. It says, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. And that might sound completely ass backwards, but in my defenselessness, my safety lies. I don't have to defend a thing. I don't have to prove a thing. If I know in my heart of hearts that it's true and what I'm doing is good, just like this manifesto says, it says, to think well of myself and to proclaim this fact to the world, not in words, but in great deeds, to live in the faith that the whole world is on my side, so long as I am true to the best that is in me. We all have that center of divine operation. We were talking a lot about that. The Genevieve B. Randall, really, it's Thomas Troward's poem on, my mind is a center of divine operation. We all have that within us. And if we move from that divine center, and that is what's called living from the inside out, That's truly the only way to live, the only way that will really produce true contentment, peace, and happiness. Because if we try to live from the outside in, or a center in ourselves, like the logical mind or the ego, that's not the true center of us. We have that divine center. We have to tap into that daily to be able to. That's where everything good and real and successful comes from. I love this so much. A couple parts that I love about this manifesto. I promise myself to be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. Nothing can disturb my peace of mind. That's what I say. I remain unmoved. I remain unmoved. I am not a victim to X. I am not a victim to this, Y, Z, A, B, C, whatever it is. I am not a victim. I will not roll my eyes. I remain unmoved. I remain unmoved. To talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person I meet. Watch your words this weekend. Are you talking health, happiness, and prosperity? Or are you talking sickness, sadness, discouragement, and poverty? And I'm not saying to bypass what is happening. If you truly are in a state, seek help openly to somebody who's willing to listen in a safe space. And let it out, but get to the core of why you're having those feelings. Because they're just symptoms of a root cause. But if you just keep watering the leaves or talking about the symptoms of sickness, sadness, because those things are real. I'm not saying they're not real. But what's causing them? Because we can talk until we're blue in the face, till the cows come home. But if we don't get to the roots, and some people don't want to get to the roots, but it's work either way. Either you're working at, the pain of having these symptoms or the pain of getting to the root and ultimately, and for good, getting rid of them. Who doesn't want that? So pay attention this week to the first line. Are you being strong? Are you letting nothing, and I mean nothing, disturb your peace of mind? Are you talking health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet? And I know these days, we have a lot going on, especially about health, around health. Don't fall into the trap and don't think you need to. And it might be awkward at first to shut down a conversation or to not respond, because just like, when everything's okay, how's the weather? That's just the go-to, like, water cooler talk. Well, these days it's like, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear what's going on? Well, this is what I heard, talking about numbers, statistics, opinions. What conversations are you getting dragged into? You are in control. To make all friends feel that there is something worthwhile in them. Let's compliment all of our friends and family this weekend. Compliment strangers. Find what you like. Focus on the similarities and what's good and what you like, because that's true. Also, you can focus on the negative, what you don't like, and just the negativity. That's true too. But those two things, we have a choice. We truly at any moment can choose. Will I live in heaven? And remember, heaven's a state of mind. Or will I live in hell? Remember, hell is a state of mind. Everything we experience is first a state in our mind. And we will experience everything just like it. So understand that your thoughts and what you keep rolling around in this old noggin is going to dictate your experience of anything. So make all your friends feel that there's something worthwhile in them. Look at the sunny side of everything and we're going to make our optimism true. The whole glass half full or glass half empty. We have a choice. Why do we trust more the glass half empty or the negativity? I'll tell you why. Because we think that we will suffer less if we just expect less. Isn't that sad? I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to be too optimistic because then I'll fall and I'll be disappointed. I had a really good talk about that. I'll tell you, if you ever want a good lesson in this, a real good lesson, rewatch. It was probably about a month ago or maybe further on my IG videos. Neville Goddard, The Power of Awareness, Chapter 14, The Effortless Way. I think I have a black shirt on, black glasses. Watch that episode. It's so good. So be optimistic that Think only the best to work. Okay, think only the best. Think only of the best. Work only for the best and expect only the best. Be enthusiastic. So be just as enthusiastic about the success of others. Are your friends succeeding? Did they get a new job? Did they book a new gig? Did they get something new? Did they move? Did they get a new relationship? Are you congratulating? Are you truly enthusiastic about the success of others? Express that. And this really big lesson I got this week was the Einstein quote: a problem cannot be solved from the same mind that created the problem. Okay? We can't think our way out of that problem. Sometimes we truly have to just release it. This is a beautiful way. This is what our friends and family are for. Other people are for, and we need other people. We cannot survive alone on an island. And look up the YouTube videos. They do studies with monkeys, babies, even in human beings. Well, monkey babies and baby babies. If they're not picked up, they die. They can have food and water, but if they are not picked up and paid attention to, they die. We need each other. So that whole thing was to my point of, if you're finding it hard to feel positive, feel enthusiastic about the things in your life, because things can be good, right? You have a house, roof over your head, clothes on your back, fridge is full, but you're just like, wow, I'm just focused on negative things. Focus on what you have already. Wow, I'm thankful for the water that I can just take the lid off and pour fresh, clean water. I can have it hot or cold. I don't have to scrounge around for my next meal. I have internet to watch this video. I have a phone to talk to anybody I want to. I can search the internet for anything. And when it comes to love, this is a good one. If you are lacking in self-love, just love someone else, because your mind, your body, the subconscious doesn't understand if you're loving yourself or loving someone else. It just knows love. So if you want to get into a state or work on self-love, love someone or something else. A dog, could be a pet. Just cultivate love in your life. Cultivate love in your life. Just really think of someone you love and get into that feeling when your heart's warm and you're just like, oh my gosh, I love them so much. Your body's in the state of love. And you will start cultivating love, which will ultimately be towards yourself. But that's how you do it. You can't just say, I need to start loving myself before I can love everyone else. Good luck. To be just, be enthusiastic, forget the mistakes of the past and press on to greater achievements. Hello, forgive, release, don't hold on to grudges and resentments. That gets you nowhere. Wear a cheerful expression at all times. Just be happy. And there was, I don't know what book, maybe it was in here. If we really walked around, people's faces just of tension, and trust me, I got a real good RBF, resting bee face. When I'm thinking about something, like my brow furrows, and if we really look at people, just people watch, their facial expressions and the tension they're holding or how they're holding their shoulders is a representation of the atmosphere, the weather inside. So just relax your face, be aware. And usually it's just stress. The people usually aren't mad or sad or depressed or angry. It's just the way stress is contracting and tension is there. So don't judge other people. Just take a breath and smile at everyone. Wear a cheerful expression. Give time to improve yourself. When you're improving yourself, you don't have time to criticize others. You don't have time to criticize anybody else. You're doing your own work. It's beautiful. This is just a beautiful, just think well of ourselves, be good to ourselves. Christian D. Larson. I promise myself. The Optimist Manifesto. I hope you enjoyed that. Look it up, print it out, put it on your wall, repeat it every day. Any questions? If you want it, I can just send it to you right now. I'll message it to you on either Facebook or Instagram or through YouTube, email. How to contact me. My link is in my bio page, my profile page. There's a link to all of my stuff. If you have any questions, I offer free calls, free 99 if you want to know anything or ask me any questions. If you need help in any area. I would be happy to meet you, and I hope that you guys all have a wonderful weekend, and we will continue, like I said, jumping into a new book, Neville Goddard, The Feeling is a Secret. I'm excited. Have a wonderful weekend.